Good morning and welcome to this gentle adult yoga class. Our theme this morning is opening the heart. And I'd like to start with a quote from my guru, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, from his book, Love and God. No precious drop of love is ever wasted. So let's begin lying on our mats. Take a moment in Shavasana pose. Feel the support of the earth. As you breathe in, fill yourself with life-giving energy, prana. As you breathe out, allow the body to settle into its support, feeling the loving support of Mother Earth. Feel the dance of your breath with the universe, breathing the universe in and breathing your individuality out into the universe. So every breath that we take is a connection between individual and universal. And it's a cycle that happens 5 or 6 times every minute. And every life is a breath that we take into individuality and out into the universe. And it's a breath that we take every 60 or 70 or 80 or 90 or 100 years. And it's all just cycles of in and out. Life energy cycling through different stages and different phases. And the purpose of it all is to enjoy and expand that joy with each breath we take. Let's roll the knees to face the ceiling and inhale the arms up overhead. And take a deep breath of life from heels to fingertips. And let's walk the heels around to one side, getting a big side stretch. Inhale back to center and walk the heels around the other way. And come back to center. Let's stretch out from right heel to right fingertips and soften. From left heel to left fingertips and soften. Let's do opposite. Stretch out from right hand to left heel and soften. And stretch out from left hand to right heel and soften. And let's bring the arms back down and the knees back in and give yourself a nice big hug and rock. Bring your hands to your knees, and as you inhale, expand by stretching your arms and pressing your knees away. And as you exhale, bend your elbows and bring your knees in close. Inhaling, exhaling, come in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Last one. And give yourself one more big hug, one more little rock from side to side. And place your feet flat on the floor or stretch them out, whichever feels better to you. And we'll roll the head to one side. Feel that nice stretch in your neck. And roll back to center. Roll the other way. Come back to center and exhale over. We'll continue moving slowly, feeling the stretch in the side of your neck. Inhale up and stretch over. Inhale to center and stretch the other way. Inhale up and stretch over. And come back to center. Let's place the feet flat on the floor, roll to one side, and come to a seated position. Take a moment to settle into the earth. Inhale, stretch up tall. We'll continue moving the head, let the chin come down towards the chest. Inhale, lift the head to the sky. Bring the chin towards the chest. Reaching the head to the sky. One more time, let the chin come down. And inhale up. And back to center. Let's roll the shoulders. And roll back the other way. Last one. And down. Let's inhale the arms all the way up. Turn the palms to reach the ceiling. Big stretch. For the shoulders, settle down as the side reach up. We'll stretch to one side. Inhale back to center and stretch the other way. Inhale to center one more time. Inhale up, exhale over. Come back to center, bring the hands behind your head. Let's reach the elbows back, broaden the chest and look up. Bring the elbows in, tuck the chin, broaden the back, stretch up tall. Inhale, open. Exhale, commit to having your spine nice and long, even though we're rounding the uppermost vertebra. And reach back and open. And curl in. Inhale up and drop your hands to your shoulders. We'll do some shoulder circles here. And we'll circle back the other way. And let's bring those elbows back, trying to kiss them and bring them forward. And rest. Bring the hands together in prayer position. Going to bring them up together, elbows touching. So we've done this before. We call it reading the newspaper. Sue was nice enough to read the obituary. Well, actually, that's the notice. The obituary is coming. But we're going to take this to a deeper level today. So as we bring the hands together, we're going to curl in. And as we bring the hands apart, we're going to lift the chest and arc back. Bringing the hands together, curling in, inhaling and open. You might want to do this in 4-part breath. So we're exhaling, curl in, inhaling, come up, exhaling, open, which I know is unusual, and then inhaling back, exhaling up, inhaling together, exhaling, squeeze, inhaling up, exhaling out, inhaling, open, exhaling up, inhaling, close, exhaling, squeeze, inhaling up, exhaling, open, inhaling, lift, exhaling, close, inhaling together, exhaling, namaste. Just take that heart opening practice into your heart. So we're going to bring our hands together, interlacing the hands and twiddling our thumbs. That may seem silly, but actually arthritis begins in your thumbs, and this is a very good practice. One of those TV asanas. And twiddling the thumbs the other way. And then we're going to take one finger at a time, and we're going to squeeze and pull, creating space in the joint, and for arthritis, and then pinching off the tip. So just squeeze and pull, and pinch.
So interestingly, when I was about 40, a doctor said that I had the blood indicators of arthritis in my blood. So here it is 20 plus, 30 plus years later. And I still don't have any noticeable arthritis. So just because you have markers in your blood doesn't mean it has to manifest. Practicing yoga keeps you young and healthy, despite what the medical profession thinks. And then shake it out. Okay. Come back to stillness. Focusing on your breath. Let's make some easy circling motions, nice and slow. Feel your weight shifting. And circling the other way. And come back to center. Bring your hands to the floor and back and widen your legs. And a little windshield wiper the knees. Let's come back down onto our backs. Bring the knees back into your chest. And we'll stretch one leg out and hug the other leg in. And let's point and flex the leg right here. When I said the leg, the foot, sorry. Pointing and flexing the foot. And circle the ankle. And circle back the other way. Bring the hand behind the thigh, giving yourself a hug, and inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hug in. And maybe for you, the stretch up looks like that, and maybe you can't hold on to your leg. That's fine. Or you could just stay here and just open. Let's do that without the thigh part. Just open and close the knee. There you go. I think everyone can do that. So just open and close the knee from here. And place that foot on the floor. Slide it down or keep it bent, whichever you've been doing. Bring the other leg in, give it a hug. And we'll circle the ankle. Point and flex. And then bringing your hand behind your knee, just open and close the knee. And let's bring both legs in, give yourself a hug once again. And then either roll over to one side or spinal rock and roll. And come on up onto your hands and knees. Some table warm-ups. Into a nice, strong position, grounding through your hands and your feet. Lift the head and chest. Lift the tailbone. And then reverse the curve. And take as many breaths as you like to go through the spine slowly and mindfully. Feel each vertebra moving. Starting with the tailbone, the movement ripples all the way up to the head. Starting at the tailbone, the movement ripples all the way up to the head. The movement starts at the base of your spine and the rest of the body follows along. And then coming back to a flat back. Make some little circles.
A circle is a shape consisting of all points in a plane that are at a given distance.
Oh, that's
from a given-
that. Don't know why that came up. And we'll come to stillness and circle the other way. Coming back to stillness, we'll bring the toes together, reach the hips back, stretch forward into child pose. And here's a place where you could use your prop. You have some nice pillows, something soft and lovely. You can put one as a diagonal, and you could do your child pose with your head to one side. Resting on your prop. If you don't have props, you can do a traditional child pose with your arms reaching out and your forehead on the floor. This is a lovely, comforting asana. You can do it anytime. It doesn't have to be part of a full practice. But whenever you're in need of some love and comfort, and there's no one around, you can use your pillows and comfort yourself in this asana. Garbhasana. Let's turn the head the other way. Another place you could put a pillow would be under your behind, between your back, butt, and your legs. And let's slowly roll up and move our pillows to the side. Reach out in extended child pose. And come into puppy dog by lifting the hips and sliding forward. Chin and chest reaching to the floor. Hips right over knees. Heart reaching to the floor, to the earth. And slide your way back. And with your arms as far ahead of you as you can get them, so they're a little in front of your shoulders, we'll prepare for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Turn the toes over, spread the fingers wide, press into the base of the fingers and lift the knees as high as your heels. Draw the belly in for support and hang here for a breath or two. And then begin to lift your hips, move your legs back, rest down as you lift up, bowing towards the floor, opening your heart. You can always stay in child or puppy dog if this is not your favorite, not working for you today. Otherwise, we're hanging here a little longer, drawing energy up from the earth. And spread the toes wide. Reach the heels back. It's okay if they don't touch the floor. We're bowing to the earth, honoring the earth from which we come and to which we return. And we'll slowly wake our way to the middle of our mats in forward fold. Easy bent knees. Bring your hands to your thighs and roll your way up. Coming into Tadasana. We're going to step our feet a little bit wider and come into that easy swing, lifting your back heel. And the arms just flow. And they can begin to flow a little bit faster and begin to gently thump against your kidneys and adrenals. And in Chinese medicine, this is called knocking on the gates of life. These are our energy centers. And if you like, you can do some thumps onto your shoulders and the top of your chest. Getting some energy into your lungs. And if you like a little hallelujah, big stretch up into the cosmos. And we'll begin to slow it even more. Letting the hands float down. Coming back to Tadasana, feeling the energy, the prana in your hands and all through your body. We're going to go into a little flow series here, starting in our 5-pointed star. Taking a moment to ground into the earth, stretch up tall into the heavens, and reach out in all directions. So we'll take this into a warrior one and a warrior twist. Start by moving to the right. Bring that hand down, spin your toes, bend your front knee, reaching up as if you're catching a big beach ball. If your balance is challenged, you look forward. If you have good balance, you can open the heart and look up. Looking forward, if you have the balance, you're going to come into a lunge position with your heel off the floor, which makes it easier to do your runner's twist. Put that back heel on the floor, give you a little more stability. Inhale back up into warrior one, either looking straight forward or opening your heart, reaching up and back. And if this doesn't work for your arms, you can do goddess arms.
Feel the energy between your hands. Come to vertical and come back into goddess pose. Come back into your 5-pointed star. Take the right hand, swing it down and swing it forward, spin your legs, coming into Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Reaching up and back if your balance is safe and allows it. Using goddess arms if straight arms don't work for you. Come forward so that you're upright. And if you have the balance, if you can, spin on the toes if the heel is up to make it easier to come into your runner's twist. Draw the knees towards each other to help your balance. And come back to warrior 1. And come back into goddess pose. And end with 5-pointed star. Let's release the hands and toe heel, back to Tadasana. Anjali Mudra. We'll end our standing series with Vrikshasana, so shift your weight over to the right, pick up your left heel, and to open and close that knee, rotating from the hip. Pressing down into the straight leg and stretching up tall. And we can stay right here. You can have your toe further out for more wide base or closer in for more challenge. And maybe you don't feel like doing more of a challenge than that today, except perhaps growing the branches of your tree. And if you like, the tree can sway in the wind a little bit towards the side, bent knee side. And inhale back up. Hands to Anjali Mudra, knee forward and down. Pick up the right heel and rotate that knee in and out from the hip joint. And we'll stop here with the knee out to the side. The further out you go, the more stable your base will be. The closer in you come, the more challenge you'll have. So find what works for you. And if you'd like to just stay here with your toes on the floor, and add your arms, growing your tree. And then a gentle wind tips you over to the side towards the bent knee, the lateral stretch. Inhale back up, bring that knee forward and down, hands to Anjali Mudra. And grab your props and your blanket and come down onto your mat. And we'll set up for Matsyasana fish pose. So I'm going to bring one bolster so that when you're lying down, it's centered right underneath your heart. So the highest point of the bolster will be right at your heart. And depending on how big your bolster is, that's where it will be with the rest of your body. And you can choose how high you want to go. You can have one bolster and rock over. If you don't want your head to be lowered, you can have a second bolster for your head. Or if you want a really intense stretch, your head would be lower than your heart. So you choose what you want to do. I think I'm just going to do one bolster and let my head be lower than my heart. And you can cover yourself with your blanket right here. And have your legs crossed, easy, or stretched out like Shavasana. Whatever way your legs make you happy. You can even bring the soles of your feet together and have your legs out in goddess pose. Fine. Or you can put the bolster under your knees. Another possibility. Let's try that. And then lying down on your bolster with the highest part under your heart. Or you can have your head supported, but the highest part of your torso under your heart. And the arms could be out in goddess pose. And surrender your weight into the floor, into Mother Earth. Let any pain or sadness flow out the back of your body. Let the earth absorb it. I'm going to invite you to add a mantra, and this practice comes from Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Buddhist monk. I'd like you to pick two qualities that you would like more of. For instance, peace and joy is what he uses.
And I'll use that for the example. So you might say to yourself, as you breathe in, breathing in, I am joy. And you might say to yourself as you're breathing out, I am peace. So I'd like you to invite you to pick two qualities that you like, or you can use those two qualities. And you're welcome to mentally repeat that with your breath for the next approximately 5 minutes. Let the practice go. Notice how you feel. If it continues on its own, that's okay too. And to prepare for Shavasana, you can slowly roll to one side and rearrange your pillows, because you want to not have your heart be the highest thing here and your head below your heart. So maybe just scoot that pillow away from your heart and under your head instead, or you can completely remove it. And take a few minutes in Shavasana to end class. You can stay here as long as you like. And when you're ready, slowly bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. And gently move and stretch in whatever way feels good to you. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat on the floor. Bring your hands together and rub them briskly. And cup them over the eyes. Release the hands. Roll to one side, make a pillow with your arms. And when you're ready, come to a seated position. Namaste.